was the significance of today's signing of the TIFA agreement?
Today's signing of the U.S.-Armenia Trade and Investment Framework Agreement here in this room just a few moments ago represents a major step forward in the growth of U.S.-Armenia economic relations, the creation of jobs, the fostering of hope, the creation of opportunity in both countries, in both Armenia and the United States. This is going to be a platform for the two countries to work together to seek opportunities, but also to resolve problems as they exist. At a broader level, though, at a larger level, this is a stepping stone toward even greater cooperation. We'd like to see, for example, the U.S. and Armenia start negotiating a tax treaty. There's double taxation right now. It causes firms, both U.S. firms and Armenian firms, to pay taxes twice. Pay taxes twice on the same profits in Armenia and again in America. That's simply a hindrance to the growth of economic relations. It's a deterrence to potential investors from either side, and it needs to be removed. And the only way to remove it is through a tax treaty, a double tax treaty. The sad reality is that the current agreement is one that was signed in 1973 between the United States and the Soviet Union. Armenia, for its part, doesn't even consider the treaty to be enforced because they don't consider themselves an heir to the Soviet Union. The U.S. side does consider the treaty to be enforced. That's obviously a very confusing situation. Whatever the legal status, there's a lot of confusion around it, and it's simply no basis. It does not meet the requirements of the modern U.S.-Armenia economic relationship. We need a tax treaty that will fix double taxation and will create a foundation for the growth of bilateral ties between our two nations.
I know that the ANC has been working hard to get a trade and investment framework agreement in place. What's the ANC doing in terms of the double taxation treaty and try to get that moving forward?
We spent the better part of the last decade in dialogue with the U.S. government and the Armenian government toward the negotiation of a TIFA, a Trade and Investment Framework Agreement. We saw that effort take on momentum and eventually bear fruit today. It was a long effort and required a lot of discussion, not only between governments, but also by stakeholders, including groups like the ANCA, which pushed the American government to do the right thing here, and also by the Armenian Chamber of Commerce in Armenia. U.S. businesses like NASDAQ, like FedEx, like Microsoft, these companies know the score. They know that in order to grow the relationship, we need to remove obstacles. The TIFA is going to help remove obstacles, and so will the tax treaty. We're looking forward to building on today's TIFA with a tax treaty.
Thank you very much.